Okay, wait. We're at a rooftop bar. Look. Look. Okay, look. Look, it's New York.
You see the sky.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah.
If you were to host a panel for Climate Week or host an event for Climate Week, so you weren't like the main, you could be the moderator, you could be like the facilitator of the discussion, but it wouldn't just be like, you wouldn't be the main speaker itself. What would you design?
You want to hear the most like ego thing you've ever heard?
Okay.
I'm serious. I would do a panel about social media and conservation and like technology and conservation and about Alveus. And then my panelists would be representatives from NGOs that I've worked with to talk about the impact that they've seen when they've taken a chance on influencers and jumped into all of that. And they could be like, actually, we did this reel with Maya and it got this many signatures on our petition when normally they get this much.
Yeah.
But I feel like that would be necessary. Like if it was someone from World Wildlife Fund or whatever, because then people would be like, oh, interesting.
I don't think that's ego.
Thank you, that's my
I feel like that would be very good.
What would you do?
Oh, what would I? That wasn't supposed to come back to me. What would I do? Come back to me. I don't know.
Come back to after who?
I don't know.
Chat, Erica's here to tell you about how to properly dispose of your waste.
Go to your city's website and figure it out. That's not a great answer, but like, it's true. Every city and every individual recycler takes different items, and in some cities you can recycle like your yogurt tub, your plastic yogurt tub, and in some cities you can't.
That's crazy.
But it's based on market prices of like, recycling is all a market in itself. So it's based on the value of the final commodity. You can sell like baled cardboard.
Can I get a guava and pineapple sour?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Can I do the garden margarita?
Unfortunately, we're all out of the seed lip for mocktails.
Oh,
so
no.
The only one we can do is a mojito.
Okay, I'll do a mango mojito.
Mango mojito, you got it.
Yeah.
Mango mojito, guava, pineapple.
That's it. Do you have any desserts?
Up here, no, but the restaurant closes at 10, and they have like choices down there.
Okay. Thank
Can
you.
I just have a card to start the tallies?
Apparently in your city you might not be able to recycle your yogurt container.
Okay, that was an example, but more than likely you can recycle like your plastic water bottles, you can recycle your milk jugs, you can recycle your laundry detergent jugs, and you can recycle your yogurt tubs. More than likely.
Nothing better than Tums and alcohol. Wait, why? Thank you. Wait, why?
Wait, I don't.
Because I did that. What's wrong with that?
What did you do?
Someone said nothing better than Tums and alcohol. Is that bad? Anyway, I don't think so. We got plastic utensils in a plastic container today, and we are going to throw it away. And I was like, okay, can I recycle this? And Erica was like, yeah. And then I was like, can I recycle this to a plastic spoon? A plastic spoon. And she was like, probably not, because it's like too flimsy. And I was like, what do you mean?
It's not a high quality, it doesn't have a high market rate after the sorting of the recyclables.
So they won't recycle it?
It depends on how progressive your recycler is, which is usually a reflection of how much you're paying for your recycling service. Because a lot of times the money doesn't, the revenue for the recycling company doesn't necessarily come from selling the recyclables. That said, like aluminum cans, tin cans that you get your soup in, those type of recyclables or those type of metals, they're like 100% recyclable. Like there aren't really byproducts in the process of smelting metal and then turning it into something new. But also they have like really good markets. So you can actually make a decent profit by collecting like soda cans and soup cans and things like that. But
So canned water is good.
canned water is good. A Stanley cup as
Well,
example.
okay, is better
But-
than a plastic bottle.
Yes, as long as it's getting recycled.
And like canned soda is better than a plastic bottle. So.
As long as it's getting recycled.
What about glass?
As long as it's getting recycled.
Is glass better than a can?
Okay, you should like look up life cycle analyses for this, but from my knowledge,
They're not going to
no. Okay, they're not going to do that. No. The reason is because, okay, and the reason that glass, like, it's better, so glass is very similar to metal in that, like, you can recover all of the, like, you can, if you take glass shards or whatever, and, like, you have a melting, I don't know what it's called, a kiln or whatever, like to melt down glass and then turn it into new glass. Like you can use 100% of the glass originally to create the new glass and there won't be any byproducts. Same thing with metal. The challenge with glass is that it breaks in the recycling system when you have...
Sorry, the lighting's really bad. Keep talking.
I hate this chat.
That's worse.
It is worse. Okay, well, anyway, no, I can't.
They can actually see your face now. You look kind of scary, but they can see your face.
Anyway, the challenge with glass is that, think about a recycling facility. You put like your plastic tub, you put your plastic water bottle, you put your soda can, and you put like your glass bottle into one bin, right? And then you send that to a recycling facility where their job is to sort it out into those individual types of materials. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. When you like put things over a conveyor belt.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Got it.
Ooh, very fancy.
Cheers, guys.
Thanks. When you put that over a conveyor belt, you can use a magnet to pull out all the metal, even if the metal like breaks in the process, right?
Yeah.
Glass, there's not really anything that you can use to pull glass out. So usually it breaks in the process of like, you tend to like rip stuff up into smaller pieces in a recycling facility before it goes to get.
Keep talking. I'm influencing.
She's influencing. Before it goes to get sorted, and the glass tends to just like fall to the bottom with a bunch of other heavy, dense materials. So anyway, glass is harder to sort and it's more dangerous. Like people work in material recovery facilities, so they have the risk of like getting cut by glass. Anyway, yeah.
Wait.
So even though glass has like a really high recyclability, it can get dirty basically, and it can get broken up, and it's hard to maintain. Like ideally you want to keep like clear glass with clear glass, green glass with green glass, brown glass with brown glass, so it can get like tricky to sort it properly, and that's why it's perhaps not quite as good as metal, but definitely better than plastic.
So metal's the best.
I would say metal's the best, as long as it gets recycled.
That is interesting.
As long as it
Chat,
gets
did you hear
recycled.
That is very interesting. So what about like box water, like the cardboard ones?
Those are tricky because they're typically like wax lined,
Yeah.
right? Because if you just put
Water just gets
water in
soggy.
cardboard, like that's gross. So they're typically wax lined, and if you think about like how paper is recycled, it's recycled by shredding it all up. Like you basically grind it with a bunch of water into pulp again, and then re-dry it on a screen to form new paper. And when you have a bunch of wax and plastic lining on top of that cardboard, it screws up that whole process, because now you have like plastic mixed in with the paper as you're trying to recycle it. So there's some companies that have figured out how to like separate the wax and the plastic lining from that cardboard lining of a cardboard bottle. What is it called?
Yeah.
But that's a more expensive process, so it costs more to recover that material. And so if you have like a recycler with lower standards for how much they actually want to divert from landfills, then they're not going to be incentivized to actually either sell this material at a lower cost or even pay for some recycler to take it and recycle that material. So it's harder to find a market for that because it's not like a clean material.
So cans, aluminum, paper, glass, plastic.
In terms of like consumer use,
For
like a bottle over recycling.
Yeah. What do you mean consumer? Like for what you like best? That's not what I'm asking.
But like from a purely environmental standpoint,
Yeah.
the recyclability of a product, if you're thinking about the like if you have a pure material, I feel like I'm getting too technical and I'm just confusing. But okay, I'll just keep it simple.
If I don't see the raid, who raided?
If I were to personally, and this is my personal opinion based off of my understanding, I would say aluminum, paper, glass, plastic. Yes.
Interesting. Thank you for the raid.
However, I would say glass and reuse is way better than any recycling that we can do. Or old school milk jugs, milk guy comes to drop off your milk.
You think that
at your home?
Reused glass is better than reused like aluminum, like a Stanley?
I'm thinking like aluminum, like your can of soda, not like your Stanley cup, because that's not
like a reusable water bottle. Is that the same as reusing glass?
Oh shoot. That's probably in a similar ballpark. Like reusing anything is better. Except for reusing plastic is sometimes bad for our health.
Okay, well, there you have it. Chat.
There you have it.
What do you think? We're gonna do a drink review. Erica's is really fancy. Look.
Oh, hi, yes, I'm her sister.
Look at it. That's a mocktail.
Mocktail.
Sheesh.
You don't need alcohol to have fun.
I do. She
doesn't like her sister.
This is a freaking sour. It's a guava and pineapple sour. I've never had a sour before. It's bourbon, guava, pineapple, and lemon.
Sounds delightful. With a cucumber in it.
Oh, great. I'm scared I'm not gonna like it. Windflower, thank you for the bits. Okay. I'm scared.
Ooh.
Okay. What?
I like the ice cubes. They're fun.
Yeah, no, they're nice. Okay.
Look, we have different ice. Okay.
It's good. You try?
Tastes like alcohol, but it is good.
It's good. I like it. Yesterday, I went to a panel about coffee and the climate, and there were farmers there from Brazil, coffee farmers from Brazil. And you guys know the Rainforest Alliance seal that I've told you guys about before? Did you learn anything about animals? Okay, this is fascinating. Not a single thing. I have heard the word biodiversity twice since I've been here, which is crazy to me. I really thought that it would be like more of a focus, but people are only talking about people here. Don't you say bad things about coffee? It's the last thing I have left. No, chill. So the Rainforest Alliance certified seal, the frog one, they talked about that. The coffee farmers talked about that. It was a coffee farmer who has plots that are Rainforest Alliance certified sealed, have that seal, are certified. And one of the interesting things that she said is when they first made that switch over, they went from 40 bags of coffee a hectare to 10 bags of coffee a hectare, which is obviously devastating to that producer. She thinks that it's something that needs to be done because the drought is so bad. They haven't had rain for like 150 days in Brazil where they're growing that coffee. So the droughts are getting worse and worse. And so they're going to have to start using more land to grow less coffee anyway. So her perspective is like, we have to take this on for the sake of sustainability, because if we don't, we're going to get to a point where we're doing 10 bags anyway, because we can't freaking grow anything. But the thing that she brought up is the premium that consumers are paying by buying coffee products with that seal is what keeps those producers afloat, and is what's like carrying them into producing just as much as they were before in a more sustainable way. And that was really reassuring to hear, because I've told you guys about that label and what it looks like, and you can look for it in the grocery store. So that's cool.
Related but different. I forgot to tell you about this. A couple weeks ago, I learned of this company that's making chocolate out of cedar.
Ew.
Like cedar. Wait, is that what it is? Is that the tree in Texas?
Yeah.
That's like everywhere?
Yeah.
Okay, so their cedar trees have this beam. Have you seen that?
No. The blue ones?
Well, they look like long
Not ours.
lima bean.
There's a bunch of different types of cedar.
I believe it's cedar, but they're using this bean that comes off of cedar to basically like mimic cocoa and then make chocolate out of it. I thought it was so cool.
That is really interesting.
I meant to bring you one and I totally forgot. It's in my kitchen at home
A
with your name
bar?
on it. Yeah, a chocolate bar
my
made
God.
out of cedar.
That's cool.
I'll have to send you one.